Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Om Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaham Vasudev Vasutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Hari Om. Welcome to this 31st episode of Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the light of Bhagavan Sri Shankaracharya's commentary on the Gita. So we saw the last chapter was chapter 5, which is Sannyasa Yogam, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yogam. Giving up Jnana Karma. That was the chapter. Jnana Karma means karma with a light of, with the vision of knowledge, karma done with knowledge of the self, and wanting to give up that karma so that one can be established in the knowledge of the self. Jnana Karma Sannyasa. Bhagavan ended with 3 verses about Dhyanam. What was it? Sparshan Kritva Bahihi Bahyan. All the sense organs of perception, which is like eyes, ears, nose, smell and touch. Bahihi Bahyan. Keep them outside itself. Leave them outside. Don't take it in and work on it and get entangled with it. Keeping the sense objects outside. Chakshush Chaivantare. What should you do after keeping it outside? Chakshush Chayeva Antare Bhruvoho. Focus the 2 eyes gently on the center of the forehead. Preparation for meditation. And then what should I do? Prana Apana, Prana and Apana. Prana is the air that is coming out. Apana is the air that is going in. It is constantly happening. Prana Apana, Samau Kritva. When we are constantly practicing pranayama, at one point of time, prana becomes dirgha and sukshma. Dirgha means very long, sukshma means very subtle. And then the prana does not have to go in and come out. There is no external prana activity going on. It becomes kevala kumbhaka. The experience of prana movement only within happens at one point of time. That is what is called prana apana samau kritva. When they become one with each other, there is no difference between prana and apana. Nasabhyantaracharina. You make the prana and the apana. We don't make it happen. With constant practice and constant dedicated effort, it happens on its own at a period of time. Nobody can say when. Nasabhyantara charina. The prana and apana moves within the nostrils itself. It does not come out. There is no movement outside and inside. Everything is happening inside. The person may even seem like as if he is not breathing, but the breath flow is happening within. And then what should one do? Yata indriya mano buddhihi. He controls the sense perceptions, indriyas, the organs of perception and the organs of actions. Yata means control. Manaha, likes and dislikes are controlled. Resentments, anger, hatred, fear, everything is brought under check. They are all eliminated completely. Likes and dislikes are brought under control. That is controlling the mind. Buddhi is controlling the intellect or the thought from not unnecessarily spewing like lava and just remaining quiet within. Buddhihi. Such a person is a Muni. Muni is Mananashilavan iti. Munehe bhavam maunam. That person is silent within. And what is the goal of his life? Moksha parayanaha. He is interested in liberation. He is not interested in engaging in the world anymore and transacting with the world, wanting to get something from the world, wanting to give, wanting to establish his name and fame in the world. No such interest he has got with the world. He is withdrawn from it. That is moksha parayanaha. Then what does he not have? Vigata ichha. He does not have any specific desires about the world. Bhaya, there is no fear. There is bhaya nivritti has happened. Krodha nivritti has happened because there is no desire. There is no anger also. Because only when the desire is obstructed, we experience anger. When there is no desire, the possibility of anger is also nil. Yaha sada mukta eva saha. He is always liberated. A Jivan Mukta Purusha, he does not have to live, he does not have any transactions with the world. For his own happiness, his own bliss, he is dependent on nothing for his own bliss. He is content and blissful by himself. Yes, Sada Mukta Eva Saha. After that, what does that person do? He contemplates on the Lord within. Who is that Lord? Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam. The one who lives within me, who is the enjoyer of Yajna, of all the offerings, means I offer to the world out of gratitude, and the one who receives that is the Lord, and that Lord is residing within as the Mahaprana. Bhoktaram Yajna. Then I do tapas. Tapas means tapa alochane, the right thinking. And then physical, tapa klesha nivritti. I want to make myself pure, the body pure, the mind pure, and the intellect pure, and I work towards it. So that is tapasya. And who is the recipient of that tapasya? This bhoktaram, that Ishvara, that Bhagavan who resides within us. And who is that Bhagavan? Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, Maha Ishvara, the Lord of all beings. The quality, the power of that controller of this whole universe, all the universes put together, that Ishvara, he is within me. He is the Bhokta, he is the enjoyer, and he is the doer. He is the one who gives me that motivation to do action. And he is the one, when the results come, he receives the results. He is the one who serves. In shuttle badminton and tennis, that word is called service. He is the one who gives the service, and he is one who receives a returning shot also. It is not I, but it is that Ishvara, that Shakti, that Mahaprana. And who is that Ishvara? Suhridam. He is very, very loving towards me. He is my Suhrid, meaning he is my well-wisher. It is very, very rare to have such people in our life, and it is called one of the siddhis or one of the great achievements to have Suhrit Prapti. Suhrit means somebody who is close to us, who wishes us, not only wishes us well, many people may wish us well, but they may be very harsh in their words. They may be triggering our unwanted emotions in our being. A Suhrit does not do that. He knows what we like, he knows what we dislike. He does not touch all that, but he is still interested in us. He speaks to us with kind words. When we really need to have something to be done to us, which can turn the course of our wrong action, then he will not be afraid to do that also. A Suhrid. And this Suhrid, who is the Sarvaloka Mahesham, the Ishvara of all this worlds, all the 14 lokas, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Patala, Bhur, Bhuvar, Swaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satyam, of this universe and the many universes that we cannot see with our eyes. He is the Ishvara, he is the Lord of all the universe. Suhridam Sarvabhutanam. He is the well-wisher of all beings. It can be a plant, it can be an animal, it can be a frog, it can be a toad, it can be a cockroach, it can be a lion, it can be a tiger, it can be a snake, it can be a bird, it can be a tree, it can be a blade of grass, it can be a human being, it can be an insect also. He is a Suhrit for all. How beautiful is that? Jnatva, knowing that Suhrit, who is I, Mam. Jnatva Mam, knowing that self, which is in you, Shanti Mrichati. You attain Shanti. So this is the essence of Dhyana Yoga. These last two verses, out of the last three verses, the first two of the three verses are preparation for Dhyana. And once you sit in Dhyana, the object of meditation is being described. Who is the object of meditation? That Ishvara alone. And in this verse, in this chapter 6, the first part of the Bhagavad Gita comes to an end with this. Bhagavad Gita, as I mentioned in the first chapter before itself, it contains of three parts. First six chapters, second 6 chapters, and the third 6 chapters. The first 6 chapters contain details about Karma Yoga, how to integrate the body and the mind. The introduction to Bhagavan Ishvara is given in the end of the 5th chapter. And the 6th chapter is how you prepare yourself to meditate upon that Ishvara. And from chapter 7 to chapter 12, it is Bhakti Yoga, how we connect with that Ishvara through love or Bhakti is given. So the 6th chapter is fully about the process of meditation. Tatra, Sri Bhagavan Adisankaracharya says, Tatra Dhyana Yogasya Bahirangam Karma iti yavat Dhyana Yoga Arohana Asamartaha Tavat Grihasthena Adikrataha Kartavyam Karma iti Ataha Tat Stauti. So the Grihastha who has not yet become a Yoga Rudha, the one who has climbed the horse of yoga, and riding that horse of yoga means integrity of oneness within, drawing all the senses, drawing all the sense organs of action, sense organs of perception, the mind and the intellect to one point within is yoga. The one who has not yet attained that, for him, karma yoga is still the way to go, and therefore he is praising karma yoga also. In this chapter, Bhagavan gives a long explanation before the content of the first verse begins. Na kevalam niragnihi akriya eva sannyasi yogi cha kim tarhi karmi api karmaphala asangam sanyasya karma yogam anushtitam sattva shuddhyartham sa sannyasi cha yogi cha bhavati iti stuyate. There is praise for that person. It is not only the one who has given up the fire of daily rituals and given up doing all actions is a sannyasi, but even the one who for purification of mind is engaged in doing action. What can be the action? The action can be upasana, the action can be homa, the action can be doing accounts, the action can be sweeping, cleaning, mopping, dusting and maintaining the home. It can be cooking, cleaning, gardening. It can be taking care of the family. Any action, but done with the result of purification of mind as an intention. That person is also called a sannyasi, which is explained in this chapter. Ekena vakyena cha karmaphala asanga sannyasa stutihi. sannyasa stutihi chaturthashrama pratishedaha cha upapadyate. So, by one means, you cannot also praise the grihastha by creating the stuti of the grihastha who is working hard at home, and at the same time you can also not rule out that sannyasi. Nacha prasiddham niragnehe akriyasya paramartha sannyasinaha shruti smriti puraneti hasa yoga shastra vihitam sannyasitvam yogitvam cha pratishedhati bhagavan swavachana virodhacha. And so there is no, we may even think that what has been praised in the Shrutis, Smritis, Puranas and the Itihasas about the sannyasis, Bhagavan Shri Krishna is going against that. Sarva karmani manasa sanyasya naiva kurvanna karayanna aste mauni santushto yena kenachit aniketa stiramatihi vihaya kamanya sarvan पुमां शरति निस्पृहः सर्वारंभ परित्यागी इति च तत्र तत्र भगवता स्ववचनानि दर्शितानि तैहि विरुध्यते चतुर्थाश्रम प्रतिषेधः. Bhagavan Shri Krishna in many ways has expressed his thoughts that the person who lives in the world but yet gives up all desires for attractions to the world is a sannyasi. And is this does it mean that if you can be like this and call yourself in the fourth estate of the sannyasi? No. Tasmat munehe yogam arurukshoho pratipanna garhasthasya agnihotradi phalanirapeksham अनुष्ठीयमानं ध्यान योग आरोहण साधनत्वं सत्वशुद्धि द्वारेण प्रतिपद्यते. So, by taking up all the activities of a grihastha, of a householder, and basically the activities spoken of are about the yajna aradhana karma, at the same time wanting to do it not out of expecting certain results, but for the sake of purification of mind. Such a person becomes easily qualified to be an arurukshaha, the one who rides on the horse of yoga. Iti sa sannyasi cha yogi cha iti stuyate. So Bhagavan Shri Krishna is praising the sannyasi and praising the yogi also. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Anashrita karma phalam karyam karma karoti yaha sasanyasi cha yogi cha na niragnir na chakriyaha na niragnihi na cha akriyaha. It is not the one who does not tend to the fire of Havan, that is a sannyasi. It is not the one who gives up all actions and sits in meditation alone, that is a sannyasi, but the one who does not expect any personal results out of the action for his own self. Meaning whatever action he is doing for the welfare of the world. He is doing for the well-being of people of the world, not even to earn name and fame out of that action. Karyam karma karoti aha. The one who does actions with this attitude of a state of mind is called a sannyasi. Sannyasi is one who has given up everything. Given up means holding nothing for as himself, as belonging to himself, and giving away everything. And a yogi is one who has integrated the being of I and the three gunas of sattva, rajas, tamas, the prakriti, have become one in a yogi. And such a person, a sannyasi or a yogi, is the one who does actions in the world. It is also, Bhagavad Gita is an action text. It is not a text that advocates inaction. doing nothing and just sitting and working towards realization of the truth. That is not the language of the Bhagavad Gita, because Bhagavad Gita was born on the battlefield where the highest level of action was happening. That is the birthplace of the Bhagavad Gita. And so Bhagavan Shri Krishna here praises action. He says, how does one do action? Anashritaha, not depending on the results of one's action. Karma phalam karyam karma karoti yaha, the one who does actions. He is called a sannyasi, not the one who does not do anything, who has given up tending the fire also, the fire rituals. Anashritaha, na ashritaha, anashritaha. Kim, what is it he is not dependent on? Karma phalam, karmanaha phalam, the results of action. Karma phalam yat, tat anashritaha, karma phala trishna rahitaha. There is no craving, there is no craze inside that I want to feel this way. I want to feel blissful. I want to feel happy. I want to feel recognized. I want to feel validated. I want to feel abundant. I want to feel respected. Any emotion it may be, not wanting to feel anything in specific, meaning whatever feeling comes, he is okay with that feeling. That is the other way of looking at it. Karma phala trishna rahitaha. There is no craving for any particular results of action, which means there is no craving for any particular emotional state of being. Yaha hi karma phala trishnavan sa karma phalam ashritaha bhavati ayam tu tad viparitaha ataha anashritaha karma phalam. The one who desires action is the one who is dependent on results of action. The one who does not desire any specific results is not dependent on the results of action. He just does action, and whatever results come, he just is able to take it. Evam bhutaha san karyam kartavyam nityam kamya viparitam agnihotradikam karoti nirvartayati yaha kaschit idrishaha karmi sa karmyantarebhyaha vishishyate iti evam arthamaha sa sannyasi cha yogi cha iti. The one who does actions like Agnihotra is all karma which is done expecting certain results. Like I want to go to heaven. I want to have a very delightful family with lots of children, lots of money, abundance, lots of vehicles, lots of people, and I want to have lots of lands, lot of cattle. In those days, that is why Agnihotrans who does actions. Sannyasaha parityagaha sa yasya asti sa sannyasi. Who is a sannyasi? A sannyasi is a person who is able to give up everything. Cha yogi cha yogaha chitta samadhanam cha sa asyasti. Who is a yogi? The one who has quietened his thoughts. His thoughts, his feelings and emotions are not driving his behavior anymore. Such as a person is a yogi. Asyasti. Sa yogi iti evam guna sampannaha ayam mantavyaha. So we should understand a sannyasi as a person who has given up everything, and a yogi as a person who has quietened his thoughts. His chitta means the thoughts that are coming through all the five senses are not making him a depraved person, drawing out all the energy towards attaining those sense objects, but they are just resting within in the mind without any, like, it is like all vessels and utensils and all the extra cooking stuff. After the cooking is done, everything is put back in the storeroom. That is called the chittam. It is our storeroom of all thoughts, images, all our experience, all our memories. It is there. And those memories are not getting triggered. They are not dancing. They are not throwing tantrums. They are not expressing and wanting us to do this and that to make them fulfilled. They are all very quiet. Chitta samadhanam. Such a person is a yogi. न केवलं निरग्निः अक्रिय एव सन्यासी योगी च इति मंतव्यः. Niragnihi akriya eva sannyasi. A sannyasi or a yogi is not just a person who is not doing something. What are they actively doing? One thing to be a sannyasi is to not do something, not do actions. But the other thing of being a sannyasi is actively doing something. Abhyasa and vairagya, both are the ways of quietening the mind. Abhyasa is doing something every day. Vairagya is giving up many things that are not taking us towards a goal. Nanu cha niragnehe akriyasya eva shruti smriti yoga shastreshu sanyasitvam yogitvam cha prasiddham katham miga sagnehe akriyasya sanyasitvam yogitvam cha aprasiddham uchyate iti niragnehe akriyasya eva shruti smriti yoga shastreshu sanyasitvam yogitvam cha prasiddham. Through the Shrutis and the Smritis, the Puranas and the Vedic injunctions, it is only the one who does not maintain a daily ritual fire, and the one who has who is not doing any particular action, sitting in meditation. The one who just sits in meditation alone is called a sannyasi or a yogi. Then how come sakriyasya sannyasitvam yogitvam cha aprasiddham uchyate iti? Isn't it not, it is not a popular thing to say that the one who does actions is also sannyasi and a yogi? Samadhanam. Na esha doshaha. There is no problem with this. Kayachit gunavritya abhyasya sampipada tatvat. Gunavritya, gaunavritti. So, sannyasitvam, yogitvam, the two types of experiences, when it is present in a grihastha, the one who lives in a household, he is also able to be a sannyasi and a yogi. How is that possible? Karma phala sankalpa sannyasat sannyasitvam yogangatvena cha karmanushthanat karma phala sankalpasya va chitta vikshepa hetoho parityagata yogitvam cha iti gaunam ubhayam. So, how does the grihastha become a sannyasi and a yogi? Karma phala sankalpa sannyasat sannyasitvam. He does not have any sankalpas for doing particular actions. I am doing this action to gain this particular result. The grihastha is not having such sankalpas. He is just simply doing action because many people are there at home and they are all getting benefited. The world is getting benefited by his actions, and so he is just in the mode of giving his energy to do actions. And then yogangatvena, practice of yoga, karma anushtanam. He is practicing maybe Ashtanga yoga, and he is also practicing sadhana of meditation, sadhana, svadhyaya, seva, satsanga, to quieten the mind. Karma pala sankalpasya va chitta vikshepa hetoho parityagat. And even if he is having karma pala sankalpa, I am doing this action with a sankalpa. For example, we do take sankalpas like mamopatta samasta durita kshayadvara Shri Parameshwara Prityartham. I want my sins to be removed. For what reason? So that my love for Parameshwara will increase. Then dharma artha kama moksha chaturvida pala purushartha siddhyartham. So the sankalpa again is for liberation only, not for seeking something for myself. And then viveka vairagya shamadama uparamasthitiksha shraddha samadhanam mumukshutvam cha siddhyartham. I want viveka vairagya. For what reason? I want to be a mumukshu, I want to get liberated. And then yama niyama asana pranayama pratyahara dharana dhyana samadhi siddhyartham. Why I want all this? I am asking for all this because my mind will become quiet. So the sankalpa itself is taking me towards moksha. When such is the person, then the grihastha also becomes a sannyasi. Yogitvam parityagata yogitvam cha iti gaunam ubhayam. न पुनः मुख्यं संन्यासित्वं योगित्वं च अभिप्रेतम् इति एतम् अर्थः दर्शयितुम् आह. So, it is not about it is not about giving importance to sannyasitvam and yogitvam and all that. So to express that point, Bhagavan is giving the next verse. Yam sanyasamiti prahuhu yogam tam vidhi pandava nahya sanyasta sankalpaha yogi bhavati kaschana. So what is called sannyasa is also called yoga only. Why? Without giving up sankalpa. A sannyasi is one who gives up all sankalpas, means desires in the mind are given up. He's a sannyasi. Such a sannyasi is also called a yogi. He remains as a yogi. When he lives as a yogi. The one who does not have sankalpas in his mind is a yogi. Yam sarva karma tat phala parityaga lakshanam paramartha sannyasam iti prahuhu. The one who has attained sarva karma tat phala. He has given up all actions and he has also given up expectations or entertaining results of action also. The results of action may have come earlier itself, before even giving up actions. He has also given up doing more actions, and whatever results of actions that have already come because of the actions that he has done, he is not interested in that joy and sorrow also. Paramartha, he is not interested in increasing that joy and pushing away that sorrow. He is in a mode of surrender, he is in a mode of letting go. Paramartha sannyasam iti prahu, that is called supreme sannyasa. Shruti smriti vidaha, according to the Shrutis, the Vedas and the Smritis, the Purana itihasas, the Puranas, yogam karmanushtana lakshanam tam paramartha sannyasam vidhi janihi he Pandava. That is also yoga only. How is it? Karma yogasya pravritti lakshanasya tad viparitena nivritti lakshanena paramartha sannyasena kidrisham samanyam angikritya tad bhava uchyate iti apekshayam idam uchyate. So how does karma yoga, which is engaging in action, and sannyasa, which is withdrawing from action, how does it become one? Asti paramartha sannyasena sadrishyam kartrudvarakam karma yogasya. Paramartha sannyasena sadrishyam, equal to that supreme sannyasa, kartrudvarakam karma yoga is karma yoga also. Karma yoga means doing an action for purification of mind, not doing an action because I want specific results to enjoy in this world. That's the difference. Yaha hi paramartha sannyasi saha sa tyakta sarva karma sadhanataya sarva karma tat phala vishayam sankalpam pravritti hetu kama karanam sanyasyati. The one who is a sannyasi gives up all sankalpas. Sankalpas means desires. Ayam api karma yogi karma kurvana eva phala vishayam sankalpam sanyasti iti etam artham darshayan aha. So the sannyasi gives up sankalpas without doing any actions. The karma yogi does actions, but he does actions without any sankalpas or without any desires for himself. And this goes on for a long number of paragraphs, verses. We will go to the Bhagavad Gita verse. Arurukshormunir karma karanamuchyate yogarudhasya tasyaiva shamak karanamuchyate. Arurukshoho, the one who wants to attain. Munehe, yogam, the muni, the one who is silent, the one whose mind has become quiet, he wants to ride the steed of yoga. Munir yogam, for him, karma karanam uchyate. He can engage in karma, he can engage in action because he is trying to ride the steed of yoga. He is making an effort to become integrated in his personality, become one in his consciousness and the body, mind and intellect, trying to make it one. Such a yogi can do karma. Uchyate. Yoga yu rudhasya tasya eva. Once he is riding the steed of yoga, one is mastered yoga, once he is a master of yoga, for such a person, shamaha karanam uchyate. He can be without any thoughts, he can be without any desires in his mind, giving up all desires. He can sit quietly and meditate. So the two differences, why action is required, who needs to act in this world, and who can sit without any action, that is being described here. Arurukshoho munehe yogam. The muni, the silent person who wants to master yoga, he can do karma, means he can do practices by which his mind will become one pointed and integrated. Many sadhanas he can do which will integrate the mind. But once the mind is completely integrated, he has become a yoga arudhaha. He has become a master of his senses, master of his what is a yoga arudha? Is a master of emotions, master of situations, master of the senses, master of desires, master of everything in this universe. That person has become, then he can afford to sit quietly in meditation. Arurukshoho arodhum ichchataha. Arurukshu, like mokshu, the one who desires freedom. Arurukshu is the one who desires to sit on the steed of yoga. Anarudasya dhyana yoge avastatum ashaktasya. Anarudha means the one who is not capable of sitting in dhyana yoga, the one who is not capable of sitting in meditation. He can do action. So Gurudev Swami Chinmaya says very beautifully, if you want to sit for half an hour in meditation, the rest of the 23 and a half hours in a day, out of the 24 hours of a day, you have to go through your day very meditatively to be able to sit for that half an hour in meditation. So, avastatum ashaktasya eva ityartaha. Kasya arurukshoho munehe karma phala sannyasinaha ityartaha. The muni who is a karma phala sannyasi, the one who has given up all expectation of results, particular results of actions, is a muni. He has desire to ride the steed of yoga, means to the desire to sit in dhyana yoga, to sit in meditation. Such a person, kim arurukshoho yogam karma karanam sadhanam uchyate. What is it that he is saying? Karma is the means. Yoga rudasya punaha tasya eva shamaha upashamaha sarva karmabhyaha nivrittihi karanam yoga rudhatvasya sadhanam uchyate ityartaha. Once he has mastered yoga, once he has mastered being quiet in meditation. Meditation means focusing on that one thought, on Ishvara or on the self, whatever the understanding of the universe we may have, of Bhagavan or Ishvara we may have. Meditating on that in quietude is dhyana. If the person is not able to do that, until that particular time, he can engage in actions without expecting any particular results from it. The moment he starts expecting results, then he will be engaging with the world, because in expectation of results, more actions will be done. And when more actions, more expectations of results will be there, and he will be entangled in the web of action with the world. So that is not desirable to even do actions with expectations of results. So if he wants to be a yoga rudha, then he can do action without any expectations or without any desire for particular results for one's own self. And it doesn't stop him from doing actions for the world. Sarva karmabhyaha nivrittihi karanam yoga rudhatvasya sadhanam uchyate. For the one who is a yoga rudha, he can withdraw from all actions completely. There is no necessity, there is no requirement for him to do any action. That means with the body, the 5 sense organs, and the organs of action, he does not need to engage in the world. He can sit quietly and meditate. Yavat, yavat karmabhya, yavat, meaning how long? Yavat karmabhya uparamate, tavat tavat, yavat karmabhya uparamate, tavat tavat nirayasasya jitendriyasya chittam samadhiyate. As long the person is withdrawing from actions, so long the thoughts will become very quiet. When the person is engaging in action, the thoughts will also be very agitated. When the person is withdrawing from action, the thoughts will become quiet. Samadhiyate. Tatha sati sa jatiti yoga rudaha bhavati. In that case, when he is withdrawing from action, what happens? He can become a yoga rudha very fast. By not engaging in action, especially actions with desire-filled results, and withdrawing from actions, he can become a yoga rudha very fast. Tathacha uktam vyasena. Vyasa Bhagavan saying, naitadrisham brahmanasya asti vittam yathaikata samata satyata cha sheelam stitihi dandanidana marjavam tatascha uparamaha kriyabhyaha. In the Mahabharata Shanti Parva, the one who realized the Brahman, for the one who has realized the Brahman, there is no greater wealth than being in that Brahman. That is being one with the truth, being one with the truth, being in a quiet state of mind, being in the state of truth, being in the right conduct, being established in the right conduct, ahimsa, not injuring others, straightforwardness, and withdrawing from action. In the Mahabharata Shanti Parva it is mentioned. Atha idanim kada yoga rudha bhavati iti uchyate. How does one become a yoga rudha? So the first step is to become a yoga rudha and then give up action and become a sannyasi. Sannyasi means one who sits in Dhyana yoga is a sannyasi. So how does one become a yoga rudha? Yada hinendriyartheshu na karmasvanushajyate sarva sankalpa sannyasi yoga rudhastadochyate. Yada hi na indriyartheshu na karmasu anushajyate. When a person is not going after the objects of the senses and not engaging in actions to get desired objects of the senses. Sarva karma phalat, sarva sankalpa sannyasi. The one who gives up all sankalpas. Sankalpas are there in our buddhi. They are the vasanas or desires that make us go after things, to do something and attain something. That is a sankalpa. He is called a yoga arudha. The one who is climbed the steed of yoga, the one who is happily riding the steed of yoga, the master of yoga is the one who is not swayed by the senses and who is not engaging in any action for results that he wants, and at the same time the one who has given up all desires within. He is called a yoga rudha. Yada samadhiyamana chittaha yogi hi indriyartheshu indriyanam arthaha shabdadayaha teshu indriyartheshu karmasu cha nitya naimittika kamya pratishidheshu prayojana abhava buddhya na anushajyate anushangam kartavyata buddhim na karoti ityartaha. So, indriyani indriyartheshu means the sense organs and the sense objects without any prayojana, without any particular use. Kartavyata buddhi, he does not want to do something so that he will gain something through the sense organs, from the sense objects. Prayojana abhava buddhya na anushajyate. Anushangam kartavyata buddhim. He does not entertain any desires. Sarva sankalpa sannyasi. Sarvan sankalpana iha amutra artha kama hetun sanyasitum sheelam asya iti sarva sankalpa sannyasi. A sannyasi who has given up all desires means, in this world I don't want anything for making me happy. In the next world, after I drop the body, I'm not interested in going to some very good place like Swarga or avoiding some place like Naraka. I'm not working on those thoughts also. So that is a Sarva Sankalpa Sannyasi. Yoga Rudhaha. Prapta Yoga iti etat tada tasmin kale uchyate. So such a person has attained yoga, has mastered yoga. Sarva Sankalpa Sannyasi iti vachanat sarvancha kaman sarvani cha karmani sanyaset ityartaha. So a sannyasi is one who gives up all desires and who gives up all actions also. Sankalpa mulahi sarve kamaha. Sankalpa mulaha kamaha vai yajnaha sankalpa sambhavaha. Manusmriti and Mahabharatam says, Manusmriti, these words are from Manusmriti, and the next verse is from Mahabharatam. Kama janami te moolam sankalpatvam hi jayase natvam sankalpayishyami tena mena bhavishyasi. So, O Kama, I know your root. Where Kama means a desire. A desire is something that propels us into action, that will never allow us to stay quiet. That's a desire. And the Muni says, I know your root. I know your cause. Your cause is sankalpa. If I have a sankalpa, if I have a proper desire established in my mind that I want this, then I will have kama, and kama will propel me into action. So I will not have any desire in my mind. And because of that, you can never have residence in me. Kama, you can never take residence in me. Or desire, you cannot reside in me. Sarva kama parityage cha sarva karma sannyasaha siddhaha bhavati. Sa yatha kamo bhavati tat kratur bhavati yat kratur bhavati tat karma kurute. So the one who has given up all sankalpas, sarva kama parityagaha. The one who has given up all sankalpas, has given up all desires, and that person has given up all karmas also. When there are no desires, there are no actions. Avidya or ignorance leads to desire, kama, and kama leads to karma. All three go together. When kama is not there, karma is also not there. Siddhaha bhavati. Ityadi shrutibhyaha yadyadhi kurute karma tattat kamasya cheshtitam. Ityadi smritibhyasya. In Manusmriti, whatever actions we do, all those actions are all the working of desire only. Even if I'm moving my hand like this, there is a desire to express something, and that is why my hand is moving. If that desire is not there, the hand will become still. If there is no desire, that is the desire to speak is there. That is why I'm speaking into the YouTube talk, the Bhagavad Gita. If that desire is no more, there is no question of me engaging in any conversation on the Bhagavad Gita through YouTube also. So, yattat karma kurute tattat kamasya cheshtitam. Whatever action we do, that is only the work of kama. That's only the work of desire. Nyayat cha nahi sarva sankalpa sannyase kaschit spanditum api shaktaha. If suppose we know through logic that people may not when they give up all sankalpas, they cannot move. As I said, if I don't have the sankalpa to speak the Bhagavad Gita, I will not have the energy, the drive to get the Wi-Fi connection, to have the laptop, to maintain the laptop, to switch on the computer, to be available to make the surroundings ready, to be available on time to give the talk. So many things go behind giving the talk. If I do not have any sankalpa, all these actions are not possible. Na spanditum api Shaktaha. The person cannot even move, cannot even feel. What do you mean by saying that? Sarva Sankalpa Sanyasi. Tasmat Sarva Sankalpa Sanyasi iti vachanat Sarvan Kaman Sarvani Karmani cha Tyajayati Bhagavan. When he says, give up all sankalpas, it means saying give up all desires. Yada evam yoga rudhaha tada tena atmana uddhrito bhavati samsarat anarthavratat ataha. The one who is a yoga rudha, one who has climbed the steed of yoga, he is raised from the samsara, which is the cause for all anartha, which is the cause for all sorrow in our life, by his own strength. So that is what the yoga rudha is able to stand up over this world of sorrow, of samsara, of change and manifestation, disappearance of something, and receiving something, desiring for something, moving towards something, attaining something, feeling sorry for something, feeling excited about something, is all samsara. The yoga rudha manages to rise above that. And so what is it about? The next verse we will see tomorrow. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kasyit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasorma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Boliye Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki Jai. Har Nama Parvati Pataye. Har Har Mahadeva. Hari Om.